Hello everyone, in this video tutorial we are going to see how to insert data inside from user input inside an array of objects. So it will involve only JavaScript. Actually the step forward would be to use a backend technology like PHP to then save it in the backend and send it in a sort of database. But let's just have a look at one part of a more extensive project. So we have a form of action null, so we are staying on the same site. As I said, we are not going to use PHP or whatever. Then we have whatever in HTML normal stuff, label text and a checkbox, and a bottom of type submit. Okay, so inside the script.js I created an empty table. Actually I placed a name and a value which is true, and in fact we have a checkbox and a text field for a name, and I grabbed already the elements, and we need to create this function start. So in this function start, I'm going to target our form and add an event listener on submit. On submit, you'll have to do something, which is first to prevent your default behavior, because otherwise the form will keep refreshing, and that's not nice. It will make us confused probably. And then we have to save our form.value inside a special object constructor, which is form data. It's not really a used object constructor. So we create a constant that we can call data, and we or maybe whatever, let's not use a keyword, and we new form data, passing form inside. So right now what we are retrieving is an array of arrays. We can console log it. I made this video appositely because of this new kind of features that are not really something particularly used, so maybe you don't know about it. So we have this form data. The prototype is form data, and there is not much to make use. We cannot really use it because still is of this prototype, which is not an object. So we need to transform this into an object. The way to transform it into an object, we define another constant. I'm lack of fantasy, and we use the object dot from entries method, and we pass data. So now we can have a look at second, and let's see which kind of data we are dealing with right now. So now we have an object. As you can see, is already quite ordered. We have a check on name Paolo Capra. I didn't really pay attention here. I made the name Rosario visited true. Okay, it's not really correct. I know, but doesn't matter. Mind that which are the key values. The key values are coming from name of the two inputs. As you can see, name is name on input type text, and name is check on input type checkbox. So if you come here, you can see check and the name. That's important in order to create it. Last step is to push the second inside our table. Sorry. Okay. Now if we have a look at our table, there are also three because I pressed 2 times. Paolo Capra check on. And that's all for the video. Actually, you should reset the form here. You can use form.reset. It's not related, but if you want to reset the form and make it not delete the previous data, you use this kind of formula. But anyway, thank you very much that you joined the video, and of course this could be the beginning of a use case where you involve the multiple technologies, like for example you could strongify the data that you have retrieved to then pass it to the backend and then save it in the database. That's the clear example. See you in the next videos.